Welcome to WCrypto.
S&P 500 pumping, gold pumping, Bitcoin pumping. Let's check.
What the fuck is going on here?
All right, so what the heck is going on with Bitcoin? We've just seen a roller coaster ride with some major pullbacks, but let's dive into why I'm actually shocked but still excited about the current setup. Despite the dip, we are now sitting at one good support range where you're able to fill up your longs if that's your strategy. This is non-financial advice. We've been talking about how Bitcoin was coiling up yesterday with a stop loss at the red trend line. We even went under it to 65.2K, now reapproaching the trend line from the downside. But here's the thing, Bitcoin has tons of support beneath it, and this pullback could actually set us up for an even stronger rally. Look, we've seen this a million times. It's always the dumpiest before the pumpiest. We could start a big recovery, followed by setting new all-time highs. Remember when Bitcoin fell from $70,000 to $51,000 in 7 days? But right after that, it soared back up. This happens across all time frames. Big dips lead to big recoveries. We've already seen this play out on the hourly and 4-hour charts, and I'm expecting something similar again soon. Bitcoin has found strong support at this level multiple times, and the longer it holds, the more bullish things are looking. So what's important to watch now? The current support zone is being defended fiercely. For me, invalidation of a medium time frame uptrend only happens if Bitcoin drops and closes below 65,300. But even if that happens, we still have more key support levels below, around the red channel of 64K to 62.5K. These levels are like a safety net, and historically, whenever Bitcoin taps into these zones, it tends to get bought back up pretty quickly. But of course, Bitcoin doesn't move in a vacuum. We've got to consider the bigger picture. A huge part of Bitcoin's movement is tied to traditional finance. That means keeping an eye on the US dollar and the S&P 500. If the dollar weakens, Bitcoin could get a massive lift. And don't even get me started on institutional interest. BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF is now the third biggest ETF in 2024 in terms of inflows. And it's growing faster than any ETF in history. We're seeing big money pouring into Bitcoin, and while the journey might be bumpy with some big dips along the way, the end result, the upside, imagine the billions of inflow and the daily new supply of 144 blocks of 3.125 Bitcoin each. That's 450 Bitcoin. At current rate, that's only around 30 million US dollars per day. And they are buying hundreds of millions per day. Now let's talk about market psychology. We're in a phase where many people just don't believe in this rally. I call it the disbelief phase. People are tired of the market being boring or disappointing them, so they're ignoring the clear signs that things are actually bullish. It's funny how that works. When people stop believing, that's usually when the market surprises them. So if Bitcoin manages to hold this support and rally, where is it going? Well, once we break through this current range, there's barely any resistance left until we hit the yellow channel, which goes from $70,000 to $74,000. It could be a pretty smooth ride up from here, provided we don't lose the current support levels. If you like this content, leave me a like, subscribe to keep up with the current flow, and activate the bell to never miss out. And see you in the next one.